my countrymen. Once again, this is Elly Pamatong, President of the Republic of the Philippines. And at this point, I would like to discuss the position of LENI ROBREDO in this country after Duterte said he could be ousted from power. I will definitely become full-fledged president because I took my oath as President of the Philippines pursuant to my oath to protect the Republic of the Philippines and the Constitution. As far back as May 9, 2016, I took my oath and I assumed my position as President of the Philippines for more than 2 years already. With respect to LENI ROBREDO, I don't think she deserves to be President. I don't think she's qualified. Because number one, the elections of 2016 was sabotaged, null and void, sabotaged by the COMELEC and other foreign powers who interpreted the circumstances in their favor, who bribed their way to power, their influence over Duterte to power. And so I have to clarify my relationship with LENI. I have nothing against LENI, but I am against her closeness to China. The fact that she comes from China, I mean her relatives comes from China, and she has been silent, quiet on the interference of China into our local affairs. Her silence on China's occupation of the West Philippine Sea. To me, that is treason. China has been there for a long time. China has been there even before LENI claimed to be Vice President. But LENI ROBREDO never uttered a word in defense of our territory, which is her duty as so-called Vice President of the Philippines. We cannot trust the Philippines into the hands of LENI ROBREDO. And so I will not recognize her, and I advise her to step back. Do not stand in the way to a new Philippines. I'm willing to accommodate you in this new government. I'm willing to even appoint you as ambassador to Red China, ambassador to all communist countries, because I know, in my heart of hearts, I know that you are a communist. So there will be no discrimination against you insofar as sharing of political power is concerned. Repeat, LENI ROBREDO will not be able to succeed. The armed forces of the Philippines will not allow her to succeed as President of the Philippines. Strong forces in America will not allow LENI ROBREDO to assume the presidency only because of her closeness to Red China and silence on issues that would have allowed her or given her the opportunity to condemn Red China's occupation of the West Philippine Sea, of China's policy in the Philippines, which are anti-Filipino, of the reduction of the Filipinos into slaves in their very own homeland. We have become slaves in our very own homeland, you and I. And our politicians have abused their power by allowing more Chinese to come in. Several weeks ago, more than 3 million Chinese were allowed to come to the Philippines with permanent resident cards ready for them to be given to them so that they can become legal residents of the Philippines. I will revoke those permanent resident cards as soon as I am fully in place in Malacanang, and make sure that the Philippines will forever belong to the Filipinos and to the Filipinos alone, without discriminating against their Chinese brothers and sisters in the Philippines. Because while the Philippines was made for all of us, the Chinese are our brothers and sisters, and they deserve to be welcomed here in the Philippines as human beings. And so, my countrymen, let me summarize. LENI ROBREDO will not be allowed to take her oath as my president. I have already taken my oath as President of the Republic of the Philippines. I have already served the Philippines in a de jure capacity as President of the Philippines, and I have lay down my program for a greater Philippines based on meritocracy. I will continue that, and I will not allow anyone to grab this opportunity to transform the Philippines into the language of our reality, to transform the Philippines into the finest image of our hopes and visions. I think I have said enough to define my relationship with Leni and my openness to allow her to participate in the building of a new Philippines. I asked the armed forces to help me all the way. I asked the Philippine National Police, the armed forces of the Philippines, all law enforcement agencies to help me all the way to transform this country into a show window of American democracy, into a show window of meritocracy for our future generations and those still conceived in the womb of time. I think that would be all for today. Thank you and good day.